What's going on, guys? JS Pyro here, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. And today we're going to be continuing our adventure as a brand new 5th year student in Hogwarts as a Ravenclaw. So yeah, here we are. We're back in the dorm rooms where we left off, and I'm already loving the look and design of these rooms. Now, this is uncharted territory. Other than maybe some description in the books, I believe, if I'm correct, we've never actually seen the Ravenclaw common rooms outside of maybe some mobile games or something like that. So this will be the first time really taking it in and just absorbing this. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let's go ahead and continue our adventure. Taking our first steps out of our common room, in our dorm room, into the common rooms. So looks like we got a staircase here. I wonder what's down here. Is anything down here? We got a door here. Oh, just someone else's room. Anything I can steal? Get up to some ne'er-do-well? No? Okay.
Revelio.
Anything to reveal? Nope. Okay. We'll continue. Ooh, there's stuff down here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What do we got in here? Oh, it's the bathrooms. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Any full-grown mountain trolls nearby that I can, Wingardium Leviosa out of here? Oh man, this is super cool. I love the design detail here. These starry curtains. Because, like, the Ravenclaw, Ravenclaws are represented by the element of air. Their mascot is an eagle, which you'd think it's a raven, which I believe in the films it is, but in the actual books, in the official lore, it's actually an eagle that represents the Ravenclaw students, and so it's very based on the element of air, and basically the idea of soaring high, as Ravenclaws do, being the intelligent ones. But yeah. Ooh, what do we got over here? Level 3 lock. Uh-oh. Gonna need some Aloha more for that. And over here, there's a room. Okay. Let's just go ahead and head upstairs into the common room. I'm assuming it's the other direction. Oh, man. So this will be my first look at the Ravenclaw common rooms in this game. Sorry, by the way, if my voice is a little weird. I'm kind of slightly losing it a bit due to some sinuses and coughing. So if I have a little voice crack, my apologies. Oh, here we go. Oh, look, here we go.
Just have to wait for the right moment.
Ooh, find your common room. Well, I think we found it. Oh, look at that.
I'm not sure this is the right spot.
I love that. The ceiling is amazing. Because I believe that in the books, it describes the common room as having a starry, like, sort of roof ceiling thing. I could be wrong. Again, I didn't get the chance to read due to my blindness, as I've just stated, but, I've heard some inklings from other people who have. So if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear some of the information from the books. Let's look around though. So yeah, of course we got books everywhere. We'll get to you. Just lining up. We got some panels here, probably for some artistry. Because Ravenclaws are not only known for being smart, but also creative. So inventors and creative types, maybe musicians, artists, writers, they usually are found in Ravenclaw as well. Woo! Well, that's a different way of handling it. But yeah, just look at this. I love the tapestry. Oh man. What a deal, man. What a deal. Absolutely love it.
Be interesting.
I'm assuming this side is the girls, as it's completely well guarded. Oh, introduce yourself to Amit, Everett, and Samantha.
Wonder where they're from. Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
They're talking about me. Oh, just listen to that score. Oh my goodness. It's so reminiscent of the films. It's so good. Oh, I feel at home right now. I feel so at home. Look at this beautiful carpet. Oh, just amazing. I'm really happy, guys. I'm really happy about this. But enough looking around, as we have plenty of time to look around again. Let's go ahead and talk to some people. What do we got here? We got Samantha Dale. Let's go.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see.
Interesting.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, it seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Alright, so yeah, if you notice, I lowered the pitch of the voice. I found an option in the settings to lower the voice pitch, but apparently it's still broken. I don't know why that is, but you can hear it's a little distorted, so I'm gonna change it back probably in a minute. He's quite knowledgeable, or I wouldn't really know. I'd say he seems quite knowledgeable himself.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Yeah, you
Well,
can
I
hear
hope
it.
he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Definitely looking forward to it. Ooh, okay, so we can end the conversation here or ask more information. Isn't it Hufflepuffs who like plants? Actually, yes. That's actually one thing I thought of when she mentioned her plants.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
I suppose. I guess learning about plants is still learning, still knowledge. That's the beautiful thing about Ravenclaws. You'll never know what you can find because knowledge is a very, very nuanced, wide topic. Some people can be academically stupid, but socially smart, and vice versa. And that's something that I think is really intriguing. Do most students grow their own ingredients?
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think
Professor
Sharp,
Garlick.
our potions master, cares where you get
Professor
your
Sharp
ingredients,
potions,
as long as
okay.
your brews are all perfect.
So we just got some name drops there. So our Professor Sharp is going to be our potions master, and Professor Garlick is herbology. Got it. All right, nice talking with
It
you.
was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, I just love the atmosphere of this room. This definitely is the right home for me. All right,
Just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant.
we'll get to you in a minute. Let me just go ahead and head to my options here, audio, and adjust the voice pitch. There was somewhere, there it is. Just put that back. There we go.
Is not how that.
Looks like this man is into staring at the
Why,
sky.
hello. Would you like to take a look?
Oh, absolutely. I love space. People know me. I love space.
Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
Professor Shaw. Okay, so Professor Shaw is our astronomy teacher, and yes, I absolutely love space. I find space fascinating.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I hope
suppose
so.
I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Very much. All right, and our final one over here
Just have
is
to wait for
Everett.
the right moment. One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted.
Well, what did you
Oh, well.
expect to happen?
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm looking forward to my first date. Tad bit nervous. No, I'm good. I'm
glad
actually
to
looking
be
forward
here.
to it.
Ready for classes to start?
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
So a bit of a wild card, Everett,
there.
over here.
New Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
Alrighty. There we have it. One moment, guys. Sorry, guys. Just had to do a quick check of the audio. I'm adjusting the audio to try to find a good sweet spot, both so that way you guys can hear the game audio as well as me. But yeah, I'll keep adjusting as needed. But yeah, of course, this place is the Hogwarts school, as well as the house itself was founded by Rowena Ravenclaw, and just the lore behind Rowena Ravenclaw is tragic. Like, I actually looked into it, and it's absolutely sad. Just what happened between her and her daughter, and just a lot. We'll talk more about it later. Lots to talk about. Trying to keep things moving as well. Ooh, piano. Love it. But yeah, absolutely wonderful. But yeah, Rowena Ravenclaw was also friends with Helga Hufflepuff before they met Salazar Slytherin and Godric Gryffindor. They were actually really good friends before they met the other two wizards. So it's actually really interesting, the history between that. And Helena Ravenclaw, Rowena's daughter, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing these names correctly. I'm a little hard time speaking. Yeah, but Helena and what happened to her with the diadem, just sad. If you haven't read into it, I would definitely look into it. It's just really an interesting story. So what do we got here? We got another bedroom, but it looks different than the ones from before. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, level 2 lock. Darn it. Wait, do the mirrors work? Kinda. Mirrors in games usually never work just because of reasons. Oh, look at this. This is kind of reminiscent of some of the games with the billboard. Wonder if we'll come back and interact with this. But yeah, just giving a quick tour of the... Excuse me, of the common room real quick before we continue. There we go. Level 1 lock. Okay, so once again, it looks like we're definitely going to be learning Alohomora in our time here. Oh, yeah, talking about Quidditch and how it was canceled. That sucks. I really hoping they add a DLC for Quidditch. But enough chit chat. Let's go ahead and continue our adventure. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here forever. Sorry. We're gonna head down the stairs here. Oh man, look. Oh.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the
Oh!
OWLs?
We're getting the owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. What is this?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
Kind of reminds me of
You
Spyro
will
the
be
Dragon
wise to take
games.
full advantage
with the
of this
guidebook.
exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. But before we do that, I love it. I love this. This is just... I can't wait to see the other common rooms. Maybe I should
The
do a...
guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Okay, that is... Okay, so that no more riddle, but oh, that's so cool.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Oh, I bet so. I love Professor Weasley's character so far. She kind of gives off that, like, motherly feel, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I was just saying that the guidebook kind of reminds me of the Spyro games with, you know, how you had a guidebook in those too.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust?
Okay.
And see what details the field guide can provide.
Ooh, okay. Lore. This bust was created in honor of Ravenclaw House, resides in the lofty Ravenclaw Tower. We got lore. You just unlocked a field guide page. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Okay. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points, or XP. Okay, so we're definitely going to be getting those. Press escape. Oh, okay. This is your wizard level. XP earned for challenges increases your level and power. Makes sense. Down here. Excuse me. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenge menu to continue. Okay. Collecting your first guide page unlocks a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select the field guide pages to continue. Okay. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock after each tier you complete, from appearance to critical upgrades. Okay, definitely want to get those. Rewards must be claimed through the challenge menu. Come back often to collect rewards that you have unlocked. Okay. Well, isn't that interesting?
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that.
Oh,
inside and outside of the castle.
The paintings are moving. That's so cool. Oh, man. So yeah, we're currently heading down from Ravenclaw Tower. I'm sorry if I'm talking a lot
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
or if I sound a bit cringe. I'm sorry, but this is just a huge deal for me. I love this franchise a lot. It means a lot to me growing up and so forth, and just wow. Oh shoot! Hold on a second. What is this? Reveal. Oh, these are the doors. I've seen, like, I'm a little late to the game, but I've seen thumbnails of these popping up online. Oh, it's a puzzle. Oh, man, I love puzzles. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can't. Okay, so clearly we have a bunch of numbers, some pictures of creatures and animals, and some question marks. Let's see here. Do I have anything around? Okay, hold on. What is this? Oh, okay. All right. Anywhere else? Oh, ooh. Can I run over and do this quickly? We have 15 seconds. Okay, I think I can handle this. Hold on. Let me think. You know what? Hold on. So we have a number in the middle, a number on the left at the bottom one, and an animal symbol. And the question mark associates to another animal symbol. I think I got this. Hold on a second. So I wonder if each one of these animals represents a number, and the numbers add up on the triangle to add up to the total in the middle. So, for example, we have 13 plus question mark plus creature equals 21. But how do we get the creature numbers? That is intriguing. How about maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 10 maybe? Okay, let's go into that logic. So, if that's the creature down at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 plus 13 is 17. 17 plus what? 4. 17 plus 4 equals 21. So question mark should be 1, 2. Another one of those. So this one should be that, right? Yeah, okay, and on that logic, so then the top one is 1 plus spider plus question mark equals 13. So 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's say 9 plus 1 is 10, plus question mark is 13. So 3, 1, 2, whatever that is. Hold on a second. So, hold on, let me try to... Wait, that doesn't work. Hold on a sec. What is that? Okay, let me try this again. Wait, that's it, right? That's it? That is, hold on. Oh, it didn't work! Damn it! Shoot. Maybe 0 through 9? Cause I tried 1 through 10. Hold on. This is my last ditch effort. I'll do it. Let me try this method and then I'll quit if it doesn't work. Sorry, guys. I just really love puzzles. Hold on a second. 1. So 0 through 9. Okay. So in that case, 13, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 16. Wait, hold on a second. Let me just double check. Okay, so we got 21. 13 plus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 16, plus 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one's gonna be whatever whatever that is. And then this one, let me think. 0, 1. Okay, so, well, actually, that would just be 8. So 8 plus 1 equals 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me try this. Was it that? I think it was that. What up? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, does this work? Hey! Yes! Ah! That was awesome. I figured it out! Let's go! Ravenclaw for the win. Whatever this. Oh, oop. Hold on a second. So we got some goodies in here. So this was just for a goodies room? Oh, that's sick. I did not look anything up. I swear. I swear. All I did was see a thumbnail on some videos that were popping up on in my feed. I saw that door and I just thought that might be it. Hold on a sec. That was awesome. Oh man. Alright, well that was cool. Alright, sorry Professor Weasley. Is there anything else in this room? Hold on. Oh, dang it. Okay, hold up. Let's go. Sorry about that. Just a little tangent there.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Flue
Your
flames.
field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Central Hall. Okay, got it. M to open map makes sense. Oh, look at this. It's the map. Hogwarts is divided into 2 main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live and includes the house common rooms and the Great Hall. Select the grand staircase. Here we go. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house, common room. Gray flue flames reveal locations that are yet to be discovered. Okay, return to map. On the right side of the map is where you find academic points of interest, including astronomy tower, library, greenhouse. Select the library annex region to continue. Okay. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall flue flame for you. Use A and D or blah blah blah. Okay, and select this. We can just do this. Okay, so fast travel points. Got it. All right.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
All right, follow Professor Weasley.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Oh, man.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the Hive. Our King's Cross station, so to
Look, it's smoking and it's moving. That is... this place... Oh, man.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Okay.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about Charms class?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
I hope so. So Professor Ronan is our Charms class teacher. What exactly is Defense Against the Dark Arts?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls.
Makes sense.
A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors.
Ah, yes.
Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in
Professor
charge of our
Hecat.
students' education in that regard.
Okay, yeah, so I already knew all of this, of course. I've watched the films. But yes, Aurors are like the military/police force of the wizarding world, in case anyone wants to know. So to become an Auror, you definitely need to have Defense Against the Dark Arts. Let's just hope Professor Hecat doesn't end up like a lot of the other Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers from the films, because it doesn't seem like that class, that profession seems to have a very good, yeah, well, you know. Alright, what's Hogsmeade? We already know that place too.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Never had one, but I would love to try butterbeer. Heard it's actually pretty good. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
Yeah,
My
about that.
suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Ooh, okay, hold on a second. We told Professor Fig that we wouldn't tell anyone just yet. So for now, I'm going to keep it hidden, but we might change that later. I'm afraid there isn't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
I don't like lying, but
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
I'll speak of the devil.
Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh.
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Wow.
Good
I would have
luck
preferred to
today.
take the
And
train.
remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes,
Oh,
Professor.
okay.
Come and find me in my classroom
So
after
no
you've
slacking.
attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
You got it. Yeah, I would have preferred taking the Hogwarts Express, as I'm sure many of the players who played this game would have, over the Dragon Attack. But let's go ahead, talk to Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Yes, you did. I don't like to lie to her. I don't like to lie
I did
to
try
her.
to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Alrighty then. Escape. Oh, M. There we go. Alright. The Hogwarts symbol represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Makes sense. So much for challenges being the only way to earn XP. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements with the like symbol. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments, that symbol, or as quest rewards. Continue. To track a quest with, okay. So track quest, we got here. Defense against Dark Arts class or Charms class? Oh, those are all pretty good. Oh, Levioso or Accio first. Let's start with Levioso. Go ahead and click that.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
Oh, I
shall
bet
reach
so.
out when I have more information about our mysterious locket.
We're gonna
For
get our
now,
own wand.
Focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Alrighty. Attend defense against the dark arts. Oh, yes! Cast Charmed Compass. What? Where was this for Harry Potter in the first film? I'm sure he would have loved having that. So yeah, here we go. This is our journey begins. Oh, I want to explore some... Oh, hold on.
Revelio.
Ooh. Field guide page. Central Hall Fountain. This ornate fountain features intricately carved statues of the denizens of the magic world, including a set of stone sirens encircling the fountain's base. I absolutely love that statue.
This cannot possibly be.
Oh, we got so much to explore and so much to do. But first, let's go ahead and attend our first class as directed. Oh, ooh. Oh my goodness. It's just so beautiful. I'm sorry if I gush over the graphics. I just have been waiting for a game like this for very, 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 very long time. But let's keep the story moving. I know how YouTube is, and I know that the audience wants to see things moving along. So let's try to keep the pace, shall we? Plenty of time to explore in our own time. Ah, begin quest. Love the eyeballs. Ah, got some combat going here.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
I like her already. Takes no crap.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso. Okay, so we're gonna guide a track. There we go.
Levioso.
I love it. I heard that.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Reminiscent of the films. Ooh, I love how the floor is reminiscent of the dueling thing from the movie. It had the moons carved into it. That's pretty cool. Oh, looks like I'm up.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
All right.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Yes.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Okay.
Remember. Good. Now, well done.
Okay, so enemy
Very
shields.
good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast.
Oh!
Tago, you may begin.
It's just like the movies. All right, time. I'm about to whoop this dude's butt. Let's go.
Levioso. Good form. I know.
Come on, you wanna go? Come on, come on.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso.
There we go. I gave him a chance. Holy crap! I wrecked him.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Well, I gave you a shot. I gave you a shot.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat.
Yeah.
Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Look forward to it.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
Oh,
Class
man.
is dismissed.
So yeah, this is what I was talking about. In the films, that little moon-shaped pattern was on the dueling thing, but it's still pretty cool. I love it. Oh, just being here. There's the staircase, the iconic staircase, and the iconic skeleton. Oh, man. Just absolutely happy. I can't get into her office. Sorry, just absorbing it in.
Nice work.
Alright, Sebastian. Speak with Sebastian.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way.
Would have made a great Gryffindor, I guess.
Student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I had my share of a wand combat. It was never... Well, I don't know if we've ever had combat before, so... Never... Wait, no, actually, no, I did. We did earlier. Duh. What am I thinking?
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair
Ooh.
enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
I'm listening.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's
Slytherin.
joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
Oh, definitely a
You just have to be
Slytherin.
clever enough not to get caught.
Ambitious and willing to do whatever
I'll
they
keep that in
can to
mind.
get what they want.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Alrighty. Meanwhile, the teacher's just right there, like, you know, I heard that. What was that about unsanctioned stuff? Ooh, level 2. Alright, here we go. So looks like we got another quest line to go. We'll do more side projects later. Did I activate that? I think so.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Nice to see you too. Anyway, let's go ahead and open up a map and head to the next one. Side quests are now available, which are marked with that. Okay, we saw one of those earlier. Available side quests can be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked with and discovered by exploring the world. These quests reward XP, but do not advance the main story. Makes sense. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and track this one next. And make our way there. Get ourselves Accio. Looks like we're headed down this way. Man, just look at this place. They did an absolutely fantastic job on the castle. Ooh, we got music.
Can't seem to get the smell of Ravenclaw out of my robes after that last zoology class. Suppose it better than stink salad, but not by much.
Alright. Sorry. Again, I'll be exploring more. Just want to get some progress in the story first. Ooh. A little framey there.
Let us keep
What?
our heads about this. Oh, I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean. Come now, I don't know.
Well then. Run, man, run! Hurry! Looks like we're heading up the stairs further. That's awesome. So the house ghosts are here as well as other ghosts of
Professor Raymond
Hogwarts.
tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Well then, alright, let's go ahead and attend. Looks like we're here, so let's go ahead and attend Charms class. And learn to spell Accio.
behind you. There's an open seat here.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms?
Calaveria and...
Anyone? Anyone?
I don't know the growth charm, actually. I know the color change one.
It is too late to study now.
Oh, come on! I'm a Ravenclaw.
The summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
I like his energy.
Even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another.
Take turns beating the crap out of each other.
One book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Poor Ravenclaw can't take more than one book. That is blasphemy, Ronan. I'm sorry. Telling a Ravenclaw they can't have more than one book? Absolute blasphemy. Shame on you. Alright, let's go. Accio. There we go. Accio.
Accio.
Yoink.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Okay, so she's gifted at charms, I assume?
Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
I love Professor Ronan's energy. I think he's awesome. As got that nice upbeat, optimistic, just very positive attitude. Alrighty.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Well then, apparently we're not playing Lego Harry Potter.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
Okay.
The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Accio, you could keep talking about it. That's it!
Oh, wait. Okay, so I think I have to press it again. Hold up.
Excellent control there.
There we go.
Very good.
Ooh, okay. Ah! Okay, so yeah, you have to press it again to let it go.
Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
Gotta get used to the feel.
Would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Alrighty.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Who's up first?
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Alright, so yeah, I gotta get used to how this works. Let's try this. Okay, so it's a little loose. Okay, hold a little longer.
Splendid!
Let us do this.
Okay, my turn. Oh, am I a little too much? Too much?
Nicely
Woo!
done.
Huh?
Watch this.
Okay, this is gonna be
How it's done.
interesting.
Accio. Excellent control there.
Woo! Let's go! Haha.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
What did he do? Oh boy.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This
All right,
round
you're up.
settles it all.
Here we go.
Man, you really are good. Okay, let's ba-ba-dee-ba-da. Okay, I'm up. I'll do this one. I'm just gotta wait for the opportune moment. The opportune moment.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be.
Accio.
You are doing quite well.
Ugh. Oh boy.
Let us see this.
Oh, oh.
Phew.
All right, I'm up.
Accio.
There we go. Okay, I got the feel for it. I got the feel.
Quite impressive.
Nice.
Be sharp.
All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, I just have to make it. I don't have no pressure then.
There we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Shoot. Let me try to squeeze it in here.
Accio.
I think I will start going easy on you now.
Oh, yes.
Remarkable.
I'm trying not to knock her off because I don't want to be a cheat like that. I'm trying to use her to geometry out of this. Woo! Haha.
Very good, both of you.
Let's
Well
go.
done.
That was awesome. That was tense, actually, like really tense. I was trying not to knock her balls off because I don't want to be a dick like that. I'm not a Slytherin, but I was trying to see if I could bump it off her ball.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Dang, that was fun.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Transferred. I'm glad you understand. I'm holding my own. I'll be nice.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before I got
Wagadu?
here. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Yeah, Wagadu is the Ugandan school of magic, and so that's actually really interesting. I don't know much about it, but I did hear about it. So yeah, there's actually a lot of magic schools. I believe there's one even in the Amazon, believe it or not. I don't know what it's called, but I know that. I know there's one in America called Ilvermorny, which they actually went over in the Fantastic Beasts movies. Whether you like them or not, there was still some cool information in those movies. But yeah, how big is Wagadu?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Oh!
So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me.
Fascinating.
It always felt like home.
What does Wagadu look like?
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
Oh, that sounds
I remember the first
beautiful.
time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
That's fascinating. That sounds absolutely beautiful. Look, I want a game set in Wagadu. Holy crap. But yeah, fun fact about Hogwarts Castle, I just thought about it. Apparently, there's a sort of a ward over Hogwarts that if any normal person comes across Hogwarts, to them, it would just look like a ruined castle. With signs, like warning signs that say stay away. So, but yeah, Wagadu sounds fascinating. Maybe a sequel set at Wagadu? Just saying. Is magic the same in Wagadu?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here.
Wandless
Hardly
magic.
anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Surely the magic is weaker. That's incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Yeah, the magic actually comes from people. The wands are more just tools to help allow that magic to be produced easier and much more precise. It's more of a tool and extension of the wizard rather than a necessary ingredient. Thank you for telling me about Wagadu.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
I like
Until
Natty.
next time.
Natty's really nice. Really like him.
Of course, you can work humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, hello then.
You'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Sebastian and Ominous. Okay. Professor Ronan.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What
I enjoyed
is
it.
there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Alrighty. But yeah. Oh man, I'm happy. Fun fact. If I remember in the movies correctly, the original Charms professor in the movies was Professor... Shoot. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to take care of something real quick. But while I was out, I actually remembered the name. It's Professor Flitwick, who was the head of Ravenclaw House in the original films. Also known for being very, very nice. One of the nicest people in Hogwarts. But yeah, sorry about that. Had to take care of something real quick. Back on the track. Let's go ahead and...
Hello.
What are we doing next?
How was your first day coming along?
Oh.
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
That's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
You got this. I believe in you. Alright, so we got 3 spells so far.
I accidentally dropped a flobberworm down.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins.
Well, hello there.
Where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Man, I absolutely love this game. That is so awesome. So that was, in case you're wondering what that little excursion was, that is Peeves. Peeves is actually a poltergeist in Hogwarts, which I actually did a tiny bit of research on poltergeist since the last episode. They're basically, in the Harry Potter universe, they're basically mischievous beings of chaos, which apparently are indestructible, but they love causing mischief and havoc everywhere. Can I... Hold on a second. There we go. Well then. Okay, so yeah, I can do that. That's interesting. But yeah, so that's Peeves, and apparently they're in, they are definitely, I believe they're in the books, but they weren't in the movies. But so that's awesome to see them in here. But yeah, what was it doing again? No currently tracking. Okay, hold on, let me just track something real quick. We need to go... Professor Weasley, that's right, that's what it was. Let's go ahead and make our way there. But yeah, look at that.
He must be miserable. Although, not while he's here, perhaps.
Oh, look! Kitty!
Call it chemistry.
I can pet the cat?
I'm aware.
We can pet the cat! 10 out of 10. This game is amazing. Oh my goodness.
Similar it is to potions.
I'm sure it's nothing like it in the least.
Let's go ahead and continue, though. Sorry, I don't want to take too long messing around, because as much as I would love to look around and explore, gotta keep the story moving. I try to keep things on a schedule. That is definitely not fluffy, but similar. Wait.
Revelio.
Heard a ding. Nothing on the statue, though. Let's go ahead. Well then, okay. This castle is full of crazy stuff. I cannot wait to explore every inch of it. It looks like we're heading back down. Very nice skeleton. Let's go ahead and keep moving forward. Is this it? No, this is just outside. Oh, I'm gonna have to learn so much. Transfiguration Courtyard. Oh yeah, this place. This is really cool. This is an iconic location from the films as well. Oh man, this is so cool. Plenty to talk about. Quest begin. Plenty to talk about later. For now, let's just continue
What
on.
about the room, Professor?
Ah!
I was
How
thinking
so?
the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Deke. Definitely not Dobby, but I'll take it.
Excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, house
I
elves.
trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Okay, look, I hate lying to you, But I promised that I wouldn't talk about it right now. I'll tell you everything later.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless,
Sorry.
you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Okay. Professor Ronan mentioned that.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
We've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed
Yes!
the classes well with a borrowed wand.
I want my wand!
But you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I want my own wand! What more can you tell me about the potion shop, spellcrafts, and Ollivanders? So there's really an Ollivanders here.
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'd hope so. Yes, I cannot wait to get my official wand. It's the one from my Wizarding World tests, which I showed earlier. Cannot wait at all.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Oh. Wait a minute, is Professor Weasley the transfiguration teacher? We just exited the transfiguration courtyard. That would make actually good. That would make sense because in the movies, Professor McGonagall is the transfiguration teacher, and she also is the head of Gryffindor House and deputy headmistress. I did some research on Professor Weasley, and apparently she is also a Gryffindor. She's deputy headmistress, as we discussed, and she's next to the transfiguration courtyard. So yeah, I was pretty much on the money with the fact that she's the McGonagall of this game. Absolutely wonderful. What can you tell me about the potion shop?
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array
J. Pippin's
of
Potions.
ingredients,
I love that name.
although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Oh, don't make me choose! Okay, so we have to choose between Natty and Sebastian. Oh, they're really both really great. I took the Natty though. I would love to hear more about Wagadu from Natty. That would be really interesting to me.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented.
I love Sebastian, don't get me wrong. I love Sebastian.
She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables on
But I would
route.
love to hear more about her.
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Wait. Didn't we already hear the name Rookwood somewhere? Why does that sound familiar? Oh, well, well, crap. I accidentally did that. Whatever. I guess we're going for it. Let's go. Do we have anything in here?
Revelio.
I should probably be doing this everywhere I go. Oh! Partial transfiguration. This partially transfigured teacup, likely the soon-to-be reversed error of a second year, serves as a cautionary tale for those students who do not take seriously the complexities of dangers of transfiguration. Is that a... Was that a reference to Ron Weasley? Because in the second year, in Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets, in the second year, where they went to Transfiguration class, Ron's wand backfired and turned his rat into a that's gotta be a reference.
Revelio.
Anything else? Ooh, wait. Should probably start looking around somewhere, some stuff, and okay, lock. Just go around stealing all of your stuff, Professor Weasley. Hope you don't mind. You don't mind, do you? Say nothing if you don't mind. I guess she doesn't mind. Okay, onward to adventure. Oh, there we go.
My family has a lot of money.
There we go.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
We've seen that.
Seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
What's the purpose of the tasks?
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience.
Absolutely.
And these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Alright, let's go complete the tasks.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Alright, so what do we got? Collect the flying page near the broken statue. Oh, well there it is.
This is the right area.
Let me get my
Wonder
spell
where the
ready.
flying... Got it.
Collect the flying page near the defense against the dark arts. Oh, okay. Well, we gotta get there first.
A flying page must be around. Brilliant.
Yoink! Level 3, baby, let's go! I gotcha.
The preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we?
Absolutely.
Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
A spiral. Oh, we got some new things in here. It's just so good. It reminds me so much of just the old Harry Potter games. That one in particular reminded me of Flipendo a bit. Reparo. Mending charm Reparo. Yep.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
This one over here?
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Reminds me of the Lego games. Let's go. I did it. Wait. Oh. Oh. We got a new quest here. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley has arranged for me to visit the nearby village of Hogsmeade and replace my lost supplies. I should be able to navigate to the different shops using my map. Natty, Onai, will keep me company along the way. Alright, so that's going to be our next challenge. But at this particular moment in time, I'm actually going to end it here. We've been going for over an hour, I believe. So I need to wrap this up. But in the next episode, we'll be taking our first trip to Hogsmeade, replacing our supplies, and probably getting our first wands. And I cannot wait, and I'm looking so much forward to it. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. As always, if you did, make sure you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. And I will see you all in the next episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Peace.